Hello to all students. Today we are starting another biology chapter, menstrual cycle. In this chapter include some subtopics. First is reproductive cycle or ovarian cycle. First is reproductive cycle or ovarian cycle. Second is types of reproductive cycle, mostly two types. First menstrual, second estrous cycle. Third is menarche. Next is menopause. Next is phase of menstrual cycle, and next is parturition. Once again, reproductive cycle or ovarian cycle, second types of reproductive cycle, next menarche, menopause types, it means phases of menstrual cycle, next parturition. First of all, I start reproductive cycle or ovarian cycle. Students, reproduction, it means parent participate and to forms progeny. Second, reproduction is a biotic process. All cycling events completed in all female mammals during reproduction is called reproductive cycle. Once again, in nature, in earth, all female mammals do so during reproduction. Some cyclic happening, some cyclic events is called reproductive cycle. Second, types of reproductive cycle, mostly two types. Types of reproductive cycle, mostly two types. First is menstrual cycle, another is estrous cycle. Once again, mostly two types of reproductive cycle or ovarian cycle. First is menstrual cycle, second is estrous cycle. Menstrual cycle completed in primate, but estrous cycle completed in non-primate. In this cycle, releasing blood, it means completed bleeding, but in this cycle, organism do not or does not releasing blood. Second is menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle, so definition of menstrual cycle is, it is a reproductive cycle that occurs in the female of primates like human being and monkey. Once again, it is a reproductive cycle that occurs in female of primates. Second is menarche. It means initiation of bleeding in female humans first time in life. It is called menarche. Initiation of bleeding in female humans first time in life. It means the first menstruation. It means bleeding. The being at the onset of puberty in female human. It beings at the age of 13 to 14 years. Once again, students, remember, initiation of menstrual cycle in female humans in age of 13 to 14 years, it is called menarche. But stop of menstrual cycle as a naturally forms, so it is called menopause. Second is menopause. It is the period in the life of woman when menstruation, it means bleeding, naturally stop at the age about 50 years. Once again, on the age of 50 years, if menstrual cycle naturally stop, it is called menopause. But initiation of menstrual cycle during 13 to 14 years, it is called menarche. Next topic is phases of menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle completed in female humans, it means women, in 4 phases. First is menstrual phase. Second is follicular phase. Third is ovulatory phase. And fourth is post ovulatory phase. Once again, first is menstrual, second is follicular or post menstrual phase, third is ovulatory, and fourth is post ovulation phase. First is menstrual phase. Students, it is a first phase of menstrual cycle. The timing of menstrual cycle is first to fourth day in this cycle. Releasing of blood, releasing of fluid by female humans, formation of fluid by endometrium layer, tissues, blood vessels and mucus. So first phase is menstrual cycle. It is menstrual phase completed first to fourth day. In this phase, releasing of menses, it means blood. Second, formation of blood, a synthesis of blood or synthesis of fluid in female humans by blood vessels, endometrium, mucus. Second is follicular phase. It is also known post menstrual phase because it completed after menstrual phase. Again, it is a second phase of menstrual cycle. It is also known post menstrual phase because it completed after menstrual phase. Timing of post menstrual phase or follicular phase is 5 to 13 days. In this phase, pituitary stimulate and secrete FSH hormones to stimulate follicle cells. So in this phase, in oogenesis, all of you study primary follicle, secondary, tertiary and Graafian follicles. Primary oocyte, if arrange of follicular cell on primary oocyte, it is called primary follicles. Another layer of follicular cell arranged in primary follicles, it is called secondary follicles. Another layer deposition of secondary follicles is called tertiary follicles. Tertiary follicles convert in mature follicles. In mature follicles to have secondary oocyte because tertiary follicles primary oocyte to show unequal meiosis. So formation of secondary oocyte and polar body. So mature follicle to have secondary oocyte. During menstrual cycle 14 days, pituitary hormones LH to secrete in as a peak level. So LH hormone functions on mature Graafian follicles. So mature Graafian follicles burst. This is burst Graafian follicles and release secondary oocyte. This process is called ovulation. It means next phase is luteal phase or ovulatory phase. Third is luteal phase. Third is ovulatory phase. Third phase is ovulatory phase. Once again, it is a third phase is ovulatory phase. It is fourth ovulatory phase completed on 14 days of menstrual cycle. In this cycle, LH hormone secrete in maximum amount. It means peak of LH. So LH function of mature Graafian follicles. Mature Graafian follicles burst. This is burst Graafian follicles and releases secondary oocyte. This phenomena is called ovulation. Second phase is luteal phase. It is fourth phase of menstrual cycle. Completed it means timing of luteal phase or post ovulatory phase. Once again, fourth phase of menstrual cycle is luteal phase or post ovulatory phase because it completed after ovulatory phase. In this ovulatory phase or in this luteal phase, burst follicles to forms to makes a yellow lobe-like structures. It is called corpus luteum. If ovum fertilized, so corpus luteum to secrete progesterone hormones. So in this stage, peak of progesterone because formation of corpus luteum in this phase. Corpus luteum release progesterone. So in fourth phase, it means luteal phase or post ovulatory phase, peak of progesterone hormones. Second, peak of estrogen in this phase because follicular cells to release estrogen. Maximum follicle cells are arranged in follicular phase. So peak of estrogen in follicular phase, peak of progesterone in luteal phase because formation of Corpus luteum in luteal phase. Formation of corpus luteum by breast follicles, but hormones help in formation of corpus luteum is LH. If ovum not fertilized, so corpus luteum burst and forms a white color structure. It is called corpus albicans. It is called albicans. Once again, if ovum not fertilized, so corpus luteum burst and forms a white color structure, corpus albicans. This is menstrual cycle of female women. Once again, first phase menstrual phase, second follicular or post menstrual phase, third is ovulatory phase, fourth is luteal phase. First phase is menstrual phase, timing is 1 to 4th day. Second, in this phase, female humans or women to release mensage or blood, formation of blood by blood vessels, mucus, tissue fluid and endometrium. Students, remember, endometrium forms to another thin layer. First is stratum functionalis, second is stratum bacillus. They are sublayer of endometrium. It means stratum bacillus and stratum functionalis to forms endometrium. In menstrual cycle, only stratum functionalis burst, blood vessels burst, mucus and tissue fluid burst and forms a specific fluid. It is called mensage. It means release of mensage and bleeding in this phase. Second, follicular phase. It is second phase of menstrual cycle. It is also known post-menstrual phase. Timing is 5 to 13 days. In this phase, formation of Graafian follicles from primary follicles. All of you said in oogenesis. When formation of mature follicle, in this time pituitary gland is stimulated and to secrete FSH and LH. In this phase, peak of LH, it is called LH surge. LH surge. LH hormone function on mature Graafian follicles. So mature Graafian follicle burst. This is burst Graafian follicles and release secondary oocyte. This phenomena is called ovulation. Second is ovulatory phase. It is third phase of ovulation. Timing 14 days of menstrual cycle. Second, in this phase, ovulation completed. Second, LH secrete in maximum amount. It is called LH surge. Last is luteal phase. It is fourth phase of menstrual cycle. It is also known post ovulatory phase because it is completed after luteal phase, after ovulatory phase. Timing 15 to 28 days. In this phase, again forms endometrium layer. It means deposition of glycogen in endometrium. So endometrium become a thick layer. Again, in this phase, burst Graafian follicles to forms yellow lobe-like structure. It is called corpus luteum. Corpus luteum to secrete progesterone. So in this phase, peak of progesterone because formation of corpus luteum in this fourth phase. Second, peak of estrogen in follicular phase because maximum follicular cells are arranged in this phase. So first phase is menstrual phase. First is menstrual phase. Menstrual phase. First is it is a first phase of menstrual cycle. Second, timing of menstrual cycle is first to fourth day. Second, in this phase, uterus endometrium temporary layer stratum functionalis blood mucus and tissue fluid to forms menses. Second is follicular phase. It is first phase, so it is second phase of menstrual cycle. Timing is 5th to 13 days. In this phase, primary follicle convert in mature Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle secrete estrogen hormone. Third is ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase, it is second, so it is third phase of menstrual cycle. Next, timing is for 14 days. Second, in this phase, maximum amount secrete LH hormone, so it is called LH surge. Maximum level of estrogen during the mid cycle, means mid menstrual cycle, induce ovulation, Graafian follicle rupture, it means burst, and ovum released. The process is called ovulation. Ovulation. Second, the increase level of LH is called LH surge. Last is post ovulatory phase. It is third, so it is fourth phase of menstrual cycle. Second timing is 15 to 28 days. In this phase, deposition of glycogen increase the quantity of tissue fluid, so endometrium become thick. Students, there are 4 phases of menstrual cycle. Once again, first is menstrual phase. Timing is 1st to 4th day. In this phase, formation or synthesis of a specific fluid and releasing this fluid by vagina. Second is follicular phase. It is also known post-menstrual phase. Timing 5th to 13 days. In this phase, primary follicles convert secondary, tertiary, finally Graafian follicles burst and releases secondary oocyte in next phase. Third is ovulatory phase. It is third phase. Timing is 14 days. This phase completed in mid of menstrual cycle. In this phase, Graafian follicles burst and rupture. Rupture, it means burst, and ovum released. This process is called ovulation process completed on hormone effect LH on due to hormone LH. Increased level of LH is called LH surge. And last is post ovulatory phase. It is last or 4th phase of menstrual cycle. Timing is 15 to 28 days. In this phase, formation of again endometrium thick layer, because deposition of glycogen in endometrium and increase the quantity of tissue fluid, so endometrium become thick. So this is topic completed is menstrual cycle. Next day start parturition, lactation and some other points. Thanks.